The book that I came out last year that I wrote was on the emotional and behavioral concerns of young children, and looking at how best practices for intervention in the preschool and kindergarten years. So we look at a whole scope of different presenting concerns for younger children, moving all the way from perhaps children who have had some form of trauma exposure to children who have some anxiety, depression. And then we also look at more of your common garden variety concerns that perhaps students encounter during those ages, such as feeding or even toileting concerns. And so this book addresses all of those for the practitioner. So really, it's a very practical book. There's lots of handouts and such that can be photocopied and given to parents or teachers or other people that are working with the child that can help inform them on how to best work with the younger population if some of these behavioral, emotional, or social concerns seem to be causing challenge for the child. Right now, however, I've been investigating academic demands and the social, emotional, and behavioral health of children. And so I actually have a research team right now of 10 graduate students and 1 undergrad. And we have been doing survey research in the schools, looking at parent, teacher, and student perception in later elementary school, and how various levels of academic demands might be impacting children's emotional health, looking at anxiety, depression, or also conversely confidence and pride and engagement, looking at the idea of grit and motivation, looking also at some physical factors such as sleep. We also know with regard to early school start times that when there are academic demands also placed on children on top of an early school start time, sometimes what we find is that can impact the amount or the quality of sleep that the student gets. And so we're investigating those pieces, along with just understanding homework perception in particular across raters, to determine if when the teacher is giving 20 minutes of homework, if that's also what's being experienced by the child and the parent at home, and if for some children that 20 minutes may end up inching towards even an hour or two, or even more. I know for some students that struggle. So we're looking at perception across raters. And the reason why we're doing this research is just to best inform schools and teachers to help them better serve the well-rounded child in looking at their mental health, their emotional health, their behavioral health, and physical health. And if the amount of academic demands or homework that they're receiving, if that's on par with the intention of what's being given in the classroom.